Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome to another Plan with me. And today we're going to be doing September 29th through the October 5th, and I'm using my last autumn kit for like the beginning. I am going to go back to autumn kits for November, which you would have seen in one of the very first videos in Planmas where I organized my planner stuff. But yeah, so today we are doing, before we get into Halloween, I really wanted to use this sort of lighter autumn kit, which is super cozy. It's got the browns, and I just really loved the sort of monochrome look of this set, and I wanted to use it. So this is from Scribble Prints Co. I think it's called Cozy Fall. Of course, it'll be in the title of the video what it's called, and I just paired it with a Scribble Prints Co. foil bundle and a chocolatey brown. It's kind of, I feel like it goes more with like the deeper browns that are in the artwork rather than the labels, and I'm happy with how it came out because it really added to the monochrome feel. I will be doing, although I used very small amount of, I used the bottom bow washi, the bougie boxes, and basically nothing else. I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing the full box overlays or the glitter header overlays for this set. I just wanted to keep it sort of simple. But we will be using the icons and the scripts from the bundle, as well as putting some deco bits on at the end. But otherwise, I just did a color block, and yeah, used all my favorite boxes. I realized this one didn't have a double box, so I just did my usual up and down thing. I just like having my my actual plans in the same sort of column together. Though I still like to have it split up in the three, so that's why I do it that way. And then it keeps the boxes kind of away from each other, and I felt like when I used to put the boxes like spread out, they always end up making some sort of pattern, like a diagonal. And I don't know, I just never really liked that. So this way it stops them from doing a diagonal pattern thing. They're kind of doing a pattern anyway, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. But let's get done with the base here. It's pretty simple and my usual base, and we'll get into the day by day. Alright, it's the day by day time, and we're starting, of course, always with Monday with Coffee Monday. And then I did some work. So what was I working on this week? I think I was working on Patreon this week, actually, trying to get stuff done. So we'll put in work here, and then I was also, I got in the sidebar here, my audiobook during this week was, again, Light from Uncommon Stars. I talked about it in the last Plan with me, but I was still working my way through that book while listening to it while I worked, which is always nice. Now I was obviously working on an iPad, but I thought these Autumn Once More with Love computers worked really nicely color-wise and everything with this kit. So I'm going to bring those in, even though I was working on my iPad, but I was also working on my laptop, so it doesn't really matter either way. It's just marking work. Just write in Coffee Monday there. I'm still not sure if I am going to get I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to buy more script stickers, or if I'm just gonna like use up what I have and just start writing everything. But I guess we will see. For now, I'm just writing in because I ran out of Coffee Mondays. I've run out of Infinity Nickies, so we'll see how I get on. So then I put some new nails on this day. I do nail stickers, but I really like this nail polish sticker from SPC. And then I was playing Infinity Nikki, and I believe it seems like I streamed it. It was actually the start of Golden season, the new patch. So I streamed that as well. Well, I think that's the last time I streamed. I think. It's just become difficult because I have to start the stream at 9 p.m. and I honestly, streaming at 9 p.m. for 2 hours is actually really hard. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I just haven't put it on the schedule to do more streams at this point, just because like the timing is so difficult. And I don't have like a webcam at the moment, so because I don't know, it seems like it'd be better to have one while streaming, but we will see. We will see. So then on Tuesday, I would binge watch some YouTube, and I did some laundry, and I did some more work this day on the Patreon art. And for the rest of the day, I did, while I was working, read more of my audiobook. At this point, I was like, I just finished the trilogy of a book, as you saw yesterday on my last week's plans, and so I just kind of took a break here from reading. But this day we actually did a ton of cooking. So during the day we put a slow cooker on for a chicken noodle soup, and then that night we made a chicken golden curry, you know, the Japanese curry using the flavorings that they sell, golden curry. So yeah, we had a lot of delicious dishes, and obviously we had soup in the fridge afterwards. I feel like chicken noodle soup is just always better reheated. Most soups are, I think. And then we had full soup, and then we had leftovers of the curry too. So I had a lot of cooking this day, but lots of food in the fridge, which is nice. And then we just watched some more Simpsons commentary, because if you missed it yesterday, we started watching The Simpsons with the commentary turned on instead of actually watching it. And it's been really fun to listen to. So that was Tuesday. So on Wednesday, I did a voiceover this day and some filming. I don't know what the actual filming was, but yeah, so I edited a video on the weekend, and I guess I was doing a voiceover here. I think it was for a video that goes up on Friday, my Infinity Nikki journal. So I'm just going to use this for the voiceover, this for filming, and then I played some more Infinity Nikki because, you know, it was new season time and I really wanted to play new stuff. So just using this little mouse for the voiceover. I don't have any microphone stickers in this style, so and then film, and then Infinity Nikki. The second half of the day, again, we're watching more Simpsons commentary. I wrote it here. For some reason, I wrote on Tuesday Simpsons commentary, and then Wednesday I wrote sim.commentary. So I just thought of The Sims for some reason. Simpsons commentary, and then we watched a new High Potential. I want to put another little thing on the bottom. And then I played some Disney Dreamlight Valley, because Wednesday is the reset days there as well. But I know the new expansion pack just came out and it looks really fun with horses and stuff. But I think I'm actually going to quit Dreamlight Valley properly. I just felt myself like, I don't really like decorating my valley because it just becomes a nightmare to do the quests and the battle passes and stuff, like the star paths. And in the last star path, I really didn't enjoy doing the tasks, and I haven't been enjoying doing the quests at all. I haven't even locked some of the characters, the new ones, Joy and Sadness. And I don't know. And then I find that doing the Dream Snap every week really stressful. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm not enjoying any part of this game anymore, it feels like. So I'm just going to quit again. I have quit and gone back multiple times because I actually was an early adopter. I had the game at the very, very beginning, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not really enjoying the game anymore. And I've got Infinity Nikki, I've got Animal Crossing. We'll get into that. Actually, I don't think I'd get into that in October, but once we get into November, next time I start doing more Plan With Me's, which will probably be in January, we'll catch up in November and December. But I started playing Animal Crossing because of the update announcement. And I've got Town to City, I've got Story of Seasons, I got The Sims. So I don't know. I think I'm dropping Disney Dreamlight Valley permanently now because I just haven't found any joy in it. I feel like I'm getting a lot of FOMO with their paid stuff, and I don't like that because I don't put any more money into this game. And the dream snaps to try and get money for it, I'm just like, nah, I'm tired of it. So that's where I'm at. And then for some reason I've written on Wednesday at night sadness, and I don't know what the sadness was about. So that's what I wrote, sadness. It happens. You know, actually, when I looked back through my planners from my PhD, every single Wednesday I'd be depressed. And it's not so much anymore. Since I started my PhD and got diagnosed with ADHD and started medication, I am so much better. But there's still some sadness, you know, around. How could I not be in the current world situation, but and just life in general? Just business woes. But anyway, that is the finished first half of the week. I think it's looking real pretty. I feel like the stickers aren't like jumping out too much because I was worried about that, especially with such a monochrome kit. But I think it's looking good. So let's start on the next half of the week and look at the sleepy kitty. Oh, it looks just like my childhood cat Babette. So cute. I loved him so much. And also Cinnamon. Cinnamon was also a tabby. Well, Cinnamon was an Abyssinian tabby mix, and then Babette was just a straight up tabby. And then Babette's brother was a black cat. So, and then I had another black cat, Jemima. Anyway, I love them all. Babette's brother was called Tigger. So, yeah, it didn't make sense. It made sense to us at the time. It was funny. Our black cat was called Tiger, and his brother, the tabby, was not. Anyway, so on Thursday, laundry, work, and I finished The Light from Uncommon Stars this day. I did talk more about the book. I think it was in yesterday's plan with me, so definitely go check that one out if you haven't. I don't want to repeat myself too much since you're seeing these like day after day after day at the moment because we're in the big plan with me block, but yeah, I think you have one more, and then I'm kind of filming these in blocks of 3, so I have one more in this block of 3, and then I have 3 more, so you have 4 more plan with me's after this to watch, and then we get into our setups and things in Planner. So laundry, and then yeah, finished book. I think before long I'm gonna have to change the ink in my pen because it's getting there. It's getting close to done. Alright, so then on this afternoon, then I also watched some Nintendo Talk. Good old Pat. We love Pat in this house. We both watch some Nintendo Talk on the TV together, just casually. And I didn't want to look for any other stickers that match color-wise, so I'm just going to use this Netflix sticker, which I don't have Netflix anymore, but yeah, so I was like, well, it's Nintendo Talk, so it works with the end. So I'm just going to use it for Pat. And then obviously played some more Infinity Nikki, and then I started my next book, which was Assassin's Quest, which is the last book in the trilogy of the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, which is the beginning of her The Realm of the Elderlings series. So it's like broken up into trilogies, and then one of them is a quadrilogy, but this is the very first trilogy. I'm just reading it the way it was intended. I know some people don't like the first trilogy. They go straight to the live ship traders, but honestly, I've really enjoyed, like, it's been a hard read, but I've really, really enjoyed, like, this in-depth kind of thing of this character fits. So, yeah, this was the start of the last book, and I really loved the fantasy world. It's like, it's definitely verging on Game of Thrones in terms of nothing is fair, nothing goes right, and people die and people get messed up, but it doesn't have all like some of the icky stuff that I don't really like about Game of Thrones. So yeah, and I honestly mostly read it because I just couldn't stop thinking about the actual fantasy world that they live in. But yeah, so I started that last book this day. But now I have the pain of writing Infinity and Assassins over and over again. I don't know, it's just the multiple same letters just throws me off in writing. So it says on Friday, get started here. Friday, I did have a video up. This was my Infinity Nikki journal, and it must have been part 4 because I've done part 5 and part 6 in this planner. So yeah, I think that was part 4. And of course now it's all finished. And once these plan with me's are finished, so in 6 days, I guess, then you will get to see a flip through of my Infinity Nikki journal. In case you were never interested in the super long 40-minute part videos, you can just see a flip through the finished journal very soon. And then actually near the end of Planmas, then I'll be doing a setup of my second one. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with my little Nikki journals, but I can't wait to set up the next one. I'm waiting for stuff in the mail. Because once again, like yesterday, I'm filming a bunch today. It's the 29th of November, and I have a bunch of stuff for my setups. Not here yet. So it's going to be, I'm trying not to be nervous about it. But that's okay. That is all right. So on Friday, part 4 went up. And then the new AFI album came out this day. I believe the Taylor Swift album came out too, but so this hilarious joke of like just it's like Taylor Swift's just afraid of AFI's power. Released on the same day, but I really enjoyed the new AFI album. It's super goth and weird. It makes me think a lot of Sisters of Mercy and Bauhaus and stuff, so really enjoyed the new AFI album. And then I did some errands this day. I think, because I was doing Patreon work all this day, I must have I think I might have actually put out some stuff into the mail, maybe, but it just says delivering and then errands. So I'm just gonna put errands. I went out and did stuff, I guess, this day. And yeah, I've just been using the car keys for errands because I don't have a car, but don't need one. I know, they seem like house keys, you know? Alright, I didn't do this very well. I didn't pace out this day very well, but that's okay. It'll just be kind of empty. Because I just used the icons here. So what was the rest of this day, Friday? So we watched New Abbott Elementary. And we're watching... Oh, this is when we binge watched that show called Wayward. I can't remember what it was on. Is it Apple? Might have been Apple. But Wayward. Yeah, it was an interesting show. It has Toni Collette in it. And yeah, it was interesting. I enjoyed it overall. Like, I love those kind of feel shows. Made me think a little bit of The Sinner, because you have like the cult compound kind of thing. But it wasn't cult compound. It was it's about those like discipline camps for teens, which are actually like super abusive. But yeah, so that was fun to watch. Well, not fun, but it was an interesting watch. So if you like that kind of like, Mayor of Easttown, The Sinner, like not the movie The Sinner, but the show with Bill Pullman, and and then there's actually a recent show with Riley Koff, where she's like a writer and then there's a cop, and the cop is Lily Gladstone, I think, and it was about the murder of a girl. Anyway, if you like those kind of vibes, like mystery vibes, small town, weird stuff going on, I would try out Wayward. It's just I think they kind of leave it open because they would like to do another season, but it ends well, I think. And then again, I was reading Assassin's Quest, so now I have to write Assassin again. I'm going to have to write Assassin 2 more times after this, so wish me luck. Wish me luck, guys. Alright, I did it. But if you couldn't hear what I said with the show, it's called Wayward, like wayward teens. So yeah. And there was some good teen acting in that show, so that was nice. And you also had some non-binary trans rep in there, because the creator is non-binary, I believe, and they star in it, so I enjoyed that too. So that was Friday. So on Saturday, I put this here. On Saturday, I saw a hare. Like, you guys have seen out our windows. Like, there's like a brick, like quadrangle, like, you know, a brick square down, the paved square down there where all the apartment buildings are around a central thing. Anyway, a big brown hare, like a wild rabbit, big hare, ran through the bricked area. And it was just fun to see the bunny hop up by. But basically, if you don't know, Helsinki is a chock-a-block full of rabbits. There are hares everywhere. Apparently every park basically has hares bouncing about in them. That's like the main wildlife. Although every now and then a wolf or a reindeer will like wander in and have to be escorted out. They kind of like, yeah, it was a couple of years ago, a wolf was running around the suburbs and around the outside of the city, and the cops kind of just follow it and make sure it leaves because it's just looking for, you know, a new territory. But yeah, I finally got to see a hare, which is super fun. Well, I have never seen a squirrel here, which is annoying. But because up here they have those cute little red squirrels with pointy ears, and I have seen them when we lived up in Oulu. But yeah, this was fun. I had to put in hare, and I couldn't find a sticker of a rabbit except for this one from a doodle collection. I'm like, that's enough. That's good. It's a rabbit. Then we got some new bedding in the mail. Oh, that's one of my errands. I think I picked up our new flannel bedding. I've been wanting this bedding for ages from H&M for like 2 years prior to this. And every year when I noticed it was up on the shop, it was already sold out. But it was this flannel duvet covers in a green tartan. And I kind of settled for getting this black and white check flannel before. But it was finally in stock this year, and I'm like, screw it. I really want this green tartan flannel. I love it so much. So yeah, it was finally in stock this year, and I picked it up. And we washed it and put it on the bed on Saturday. Because here we definitely have to have flannel bedding in the winter. I just do it on the duvets. I still just use a cotton sheet. But yeah, so love that. Love it's green. It feels very winter and Christmas at the same time. So I am happy. And it gives a bit more color to the bedroom. Very cozy. And then I baked blueberry muffins this day. Yeah, I just felt like doing that. So I did. And then we watched some more of Wayward. It doesn't seem to be on the next one, so we probably just binge watched all of it in the 2 days. Just finished up Wayward, because why not? Alright, we got Wayward, and then Assassin's Quest at the bottom. And here in the middle we have What Do You Expect? It's Infinity Nikki. I thought this little cowboy Nikki went well with this set in terms of the colors. So, and I just use these Papershire cap books just to mark reading because I want to bring some more actual autumn stickers in for my autumn collection. Alright, that is Saturday finished. So let's get into Sunday. It was a big cleaning time. I'm looking at what's going on for the next week. Anyway, apparently I did a big cleaning time this day. I want to use more of this pattern box here because it's so pretty with these flowers. Cleaning time. And I guess I'll use the other one at the bottom here for reading. Cleaning time, and then we actually watched, this came out on Netflix a while ago. And I think it's more for children, but that's okay. We were watching the My Melody and Kuromi show, which was made like stop motion, like Pokemon Concierge, really. Oh, what way do I want to do this? I'm going to put this in here first. And I didn't have a My Melody or Kuromi sticker that went with this colorway of the set, so I'm just going to use a Pom Pom Purin, although he hasn't turned up in the show, and that's okay. But it's still a Sanrio character. But I have enjoyed My Melody and Kuromi. It's been really cute so far. I do feel bad for Kuromi sometimes, but she also puts up on herself. I'm just gonna put My Melody here for that. And then I played some Sims. So I just marked that with a little bed because I don't know, The Sims. My Melody and Kuromi and The Sims. And then again, we have another thing here. So I'll put in here with another fancy label. Played Infinity Nikki. Infinity Nikki, and then Simpsons commentary. Oh, give myself a bit more room here for my little things. Simpsons comment. Oh, again, another badly paced box, but that's okay. Simpsons commentary. And then finally, I was also reading a second book this... Oh, it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to fit that book in, but that's okay. I'm just going to have these two here. But just know I was also reading a second book during this, which was a graphic novel that Andrea of SPC gifted me called Hooky. And I thought it was perfect for October. It's a little witch book, graphic novel about some little witches. So I was also reading that. I guess I'll leave out Simpsons commentary. I don't need that to be in here. I'll just change it to reading Hooky. And I think I was reading it the last couple of days. Yeah, so I'll just mark where I finished it here. And I'm using this little gift box to mark it because it was a gift. And I really enjoyed it. It was a really cute graphic novel. And just been enjoying spreading out the books that Andrea sent me for my birthday or Christmas the other year. So I picked that one up. I think I have one left to read, which I think is her favorite. So I'm saving it, you know. And then I'm going to read, and then I read Assassin's Quest. And that is the last half of the week all done. So I'm just going to quickly put myself together here and then come back and show you it in the actual planner. All right, that is the spread all done, and in the planner, I'm going to put some of these little sprinkles throughout just to add a little bit more of that foil in here. I try and pair it up. When I do these little sparkles, I try and pair them up with where I haven't used like an icon or a script, just to add something to those kind of boxes that don't have any foil. But I also like to make sure if there's like a big gap, like I haven't written much on the box, I feel like that adds a little bit more as well, fills in some space. But yeah, that's how I usually do the deco. I haven't done the deco too much actually at the end of this year. I've kind of just been like, well, I'm done. But I'm feeling it in this last two. And I think I'm definitely going to be doing it once we get into the Halloween spreads next. So that's what you're going to see tomorrow, the beginning of Halloween. I got Halloween, I've got some spooky ones, and then I got my birthday, and then I got Halloween proper. So plenty of fun spooky spreads coming your way. I think all the rest are spooky. We're going to finish up on the Halloween week. I got one more here. Let's put it up the top here. Right, that's all the deco bits done. So that is the final spread. I love the way it came out. Yeah, I feel like all those stickers really go into it. Maybe the pom-pom purines a little bit light, but otherwise I feel like everything looks cohesive and put together. If you like this plan with me, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because Planmas continues to the 25th. I think at this point there will probably be a haul on the 25th, and there is going to be a giveaway as I always do on the 25th. I haven't mentioned it until now, but if your plan is deep with me here, keep going, keep joining with me, and hopefully hang out with you while you do all sorts of things, you know, finish up with work, wrap presents, whatever you like to do. Let me know down below what you've been doing. Have you been getting cozy? Have you been busy with the holidays? Or even just not, if you celebrate, just having a nice time, whether it's summer or winter, because obviously in like the southern hemisphere it's summer, or maybe it's just warm where you live. Hopefully, just let me know what you've been doing during Planmas so far. And hopefully you'll continue joining with me, and on the 25th we'll have a giveaway. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, if you don't want to type out a comment, you can just leave me an emoji. Some fall leaves and pumpkins would be most appreciated, or even a cat. But otherwise, whatever you want to leave as an emoji, which feels like this spread, fall leaves, I feel like feels the most. I would love to get those in the comments down below. I very much appreciate it. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the beginning of the Halloween spreads. Bye. I love you. Bye-bye.